Hey, Lovan, and welcome back to Gary Grigsby's War in the East. Let's continue once again where we left off, and I did say we have mostly a bit of reorganization left to do here. I think I've taken care of everything here and here. Right. Let's go here. There was another unit there that I can clear. Good. And as I said, I kind of want to at least stay away one hex from the enemy with as many of my units, so that I can deal with that. Now, we have those guys there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're actually doing fine. Then we have the 8th Hungarian Corps with the guy with 5 mech. They have all of these. Let's see. If there's a unit which has only 1 strength, I will take it out like these and switch them up with them. So it's interesting that they seem to be a bit weaker, but they will refit in the depot. That does get supplies now, at the very least through here. Obviously this is like a nightmare now, moving in here, but I do have the double rail now, and soon I'll have this other rail there too. Let's also put these guys there. Let's actually put them on reserve. Yeah, let's just have both of those there. Now, interesting that they are not overburdened somehow. But I think doesn't put them to 3, eh? They're at 58%. That is also not amazing. Let's have them refit in Staryaskal. Then I will have the last of these guys. Like I have 2 divisions there now. Actually, let's take out them. I don't have a depot at that state. So yeah, they're even unready. Well, that still seems to be a little bit better. So I'll take it. These need to be part of a motorized corps. I need to take a look, because 1st Panzer Army is already overburdened, whereas the 6th Army is not. What I could do is, this is 12, they'll put them to 48, which is too much. But it's probably still better. Mm. What I'm gonna do here is the following. They might actually beat these, but I have some powerful units now across the river. I'm looking to surround this potentially. And alright, so that opens up at least some space for the 6th. How is 11th doing? 11th can take one more. And let's see, 13, 11, 11. What I'll need to do is let's get the 14th Panzer Corps. Exchange von Wietersheim with I need a unit with ideally 8 mech, but if I can't, then I will have 7. Alright, 7 it is. Let's take a look. 777, which is pretty decent. Looks like Gerhard Raus is exactly the same. 675, 775, so that's worse. 755 is also worse. Right, let's go for Joseph Harpa. He costs 2 AP less. They'll be part of 1st Panzer Army. Bam. There we go. And that's the 14th Panzer Corps. I did give all my other stuff to them. Alright, so obviously not the most amazing way, but I can now put all of these under the 40th. So 20th motorized will be put under the 40th motorized corps. There we go. Then obviously doing that. The thing is that especially as a panzer regiment, I'm not super interested in moving them very far. I'll try. Sweet, that also cuts them in two. I'm also very happy about that. That's really good, because even if they do link up with one of those groups, like this is now divided into 3 separate units, yeah, they get supplies there, but this group does not get any for now. And yeah, that's looking fine. There's also no depot in here, so okay. One thing that's pretty interesting, I think, too, is if... No, they can use this rail line up there. Okay, never mind. I was thinking that what I can do... Yeah, I still want to have at least a position across the river. Out there. And this will block them from this side. They'll probably retreat or something. I can see that happening. These guys, they talk about them. I want them to have the daunting task of capturing that. So first objective is to move towards Pskov. Okay, that was kind of crappy. So I'm definitely just trying to put up a bit of a stronger position there to try and block the AI. I found that to be a bit of a weak position too, so I'll do that. Nope. Okay, well, it's fine. Now in here, let's do that, and this way just try to give them a bit of strength. I would have both of these rest and refit there. Okay. That's that. This is fine. Looking okay. Let's have a quick look here too, because this is 4, 2, 5. Got 4, 2, and 5, 3. And yep, I missed this one yet. Go in here. Go in here, fix up all of that railroad. And then the question is, do I want to start trying to work on the double line? These are quite powerful, so it would be tricky. Another thing I could do is move here. That might be better. Or easier, at least. I only have to beat the unit at Novosil. Let's put you there as reserve and see how it goes. The goal of these units is to establish a zone of control that might prevent these guys from linking up with any of these groups. But we'll see how that goes. I did already take care of any reinforcements, etc. And there's, at this point, nothing coming. Nothing on the rail. If only there was. But the answer is no. What I will do is 6th Army has a bunch of labor groups, and I actually want to move those somewhere else. Let's move them, I think, to 4th Army. Okay. That's them. And there are more, so let's take a look. The Romanians will stay under the Romanian command, obviously, but there are these guys. They're part of Army Group South. I'm gonna put all of those on the Army Group Center because I want them to start focusing a little bit more on the center area. I was about a 2nd Panzer Group, that's fine. Yeah, perfect. But Let's instead put these guys under 9th Army. And let's go. Yeah. That's a significant piece of territory once again, if I can hold it, which I'll be quite pleased at. Obviously. The developments during this year have been interesting, to say the least. Getting the supplies through all of this territory, it's gonna be a bit of a nightmare. Well, there is a single rail moving from Orel to Yelets, which is decent, and I can have a rail line from Castornu over there too, so I can... You actually have a pretty decent double rail. Never mind, I take it back. The supplies here are pretty good. Error during decryption. Okay, don't know what that means. At least the game continues. It would be kind of sad if it didn't. Error during decryption, huh? Interesting that they have so many air units here. That's kind of weird. 600 planes in my territory with no airfield. Well, I guess maybe up here, but then wouldn't that be there? That doesn't make any sense. That's very weird. Maybe they'll get them out, I don't know. Oh, they have no depot in Nova Seal. They do have one down there. But still some resources, but at least these guys don't have any access to it, so that's good. Man, these guys look weak. Okay. At least these guys are not doing decent again. But I am very surprised that they just mindlessly keep attacking there. For a bit. Wow. It would not surprise me if for a while I will keep getting pushed back around here. Like, I can see myself getting tossed around a little bit, but those incidental hexes that I will take or lose with 3rd Panzer, yeah, that was obvious, are ultimately not going to be all that important. I mean, good for them, but it means that these units cannot really do anything there, and they even apparently moved that unit from there. Huh. Okay. Hold. The more times they attack here, the less they can attack down there. Minus 50. Holy smokes. Okay. One thing that's quite positive is that because I'm moving so much, the Soviets will have to move a lot of units too, which ultimately means that they might have less attacks in a turn like that, which is pretty good. Okay. For 1 second, it looked like they abandoned Marashago's Lavets. It seems like spreading my units there a bit at least has stabilized the situation for this turn, so that is good. I don't want to give up any of those positions. I'm also not surprised that they're now going for that weakened front there at Chula, but I don't see them breaking. Well, they could break this, like push them back a bit. Yeah, exactly. But then what are they going to do? Are they going to push in there? It's like, why would I care about that? That's interesting. But it didn't work, at least from that side. Good. If they try to break out there or move towards that area, that helps me because that makes it tough for the AI. Yeah, they got stuck there. Oh, that's pretty serious. And it did seem to push towards this area too. Always weird to see grab empty access before assault fronts. Oh. I can barely imagine them like not attacking anymore here, but same with building front. They must get units there. If they don't get units there, that's game over for the Soviets. Like that would allow me to just sweep and take off this. That would make no strategical sense whatsoever. That's quite a few forces there around the depot. I don't think they can fly anything in there. And they did reconnect both of these, so that's also pretty interesting around here. Wow. Okay, leaving Svoboda empty. Assert. Oh, they did break it. Ah, crap. How did they manage that? Well, I guess I will take another turn to get those guys then. Because what they could have done is they could have, like, I don't want to say necessarily teleport some units in there and then they would have automatically gotten that. I'll re-encircle them. It won't be that big of a deal. I could take them next turn, but it kind of sucks. But it's the same like down there at Stalingrad. It's just, I don't want to say it's trivial, but well, it does delay me by again a turn. I need to win by October anyway, so I have July, August, and September. So that is a good 10 turns in total to get the points. Of course, taking only Stalingrad at this point would already do it. No, it wouldn't. Sorry, never mind. No, I need Stalingrad and something else, like anything else. But we'll see. If I can surround them here and also take Voronezh, then that would already be exceptional. All right. And that's a paltry number. They got 550 tanks extra. Insane. Those look fairly weak. This looks fairly weak. Some of these look fairly weak too. Mostly tank units. Oh, so now they do have a unit at Swoboda. Right, actually, I don't think I will need any reconnaissance for this turn. Let's just get rid of that and let's keep going. I'll move my airplanes in a little bit, probably next turn once I've cleared those pockets a little bit. But come on. There we go. Let's see how that goes. Okay, this will be tricky. I don't think these guys by themselves. Let's get some Hungarians involved. Let's try. Okay. Good. You can go back there. Although at least they have 12,000 now, so that's nice. These guys will certainly move in some way or another. Well, at least I know that those two units are there. Wow. Jeez. Okay. Damn, those level 3 fortifications. So let's move. Interesting, but I don't think going for an attack there would be most useful. That did seem quite useful. Oh, of course, they must have a unit there. Okay, look. I think I need this. And for sure I'll put a depot there. Curious, the Germans lost that 14th of December and this 27th. The thing is that the front lines for the Germans are, especially in 1943, are very weird because they held on to Orel. They lost that pretty late, like August, just like Msensk and Volkov. So they certainly had a line somewhere like this, but then they lost Zukynishki already in January. So their front line basically runs like this, and then really goes up north, and then basically this way again. Well, up. It is very weird. Because then they decide to launch an attack between basically Orel and Kursk here because the Soviets, yeah, I don't know, it just it's just a bit weird. At any rate, I can now move 4th Army into into Orel itself. I will certainly do some reorganization there too. I'm happy that those guys are gone. But clearing those pockets proves to be not that easy. No, I actually want these two. So now they have an easier path towards this area. I lost quite a few units there, but obviously the reason is that I desperately want to have this cleared. Now next turn I can attack them because I should be able to cross the river there too. Wow. That's a powerful rifle corps. At any rate, I want to get into Milarovo. I'll take the single rail line for now, because I won't be able to make it with these anyway, because there are some units in the way. So let's maintain that for the next turn. I'll put a depot in Milarovo as well. I will certainly put 2 parts of a German unit, and then also a slightly more powerful Italian unit here, so that both of those are looking reasonably healthy. The same I want to do here. So I want to get a powerful Italian unit, and to be honest, I'll put the 75th Infantry in there, because I am going to split these up. Take you. Alright, I kind of need to move a little bit further there. Obviously. Surely they can, my god, push back the airborne brigade, okay. Very soon, I'm gonna need to work on this rail line and also on these rail lines. But let's just use you in this area here. I would really like to get that rail line there too. Till here. Because it currently is a bit of a disaster at that. Funnily enough, how are you? There are like that light division is not doing well. And what I can do is I can do that and then have part of this light division refit, and then once that unit is done I can switch them up with the other parts, and hopefully that will help them out a bit. I'll continue to try and build the defenses of these areas. Most of them are 3 now, which is good. I'd like to get that to 4 while they are building their fortifications. Of course, these units, part of the 17th Corps, they should actually be put in the 2nd Army, because now I cannot get those fortifications up above 1, because those units from Or at least that's what I believe, because units from 2nd Panzer, they are an assault army, so they cannot get their fortifications up. At least that's the way I believe it works. Right, so I want a depot here. This depot can go to level 2 now, since we have these that are very close. Obviously, you're just moving back. Them attacking that had absolutely no impact. Let's only do a bit of the north here. I need to keep the remainder of those units like this. But let's move you down, so this is a bit more equally shared. I shouldn't have moved them. Okay, look, there is no way these guys will be able to beat them. So let's take all of these and just get them into refit. Like, yeah, I still need those 2 hexes and those 3 hexes, but then afterwards my offenses there are pretty much done. So I don't want to do too much there. Set them all to static. So weird that I can't put those finish in static mode. Like, oh. Yeah, and I can't put them back, of course. So next time I'm going to put one of these over in here. And then that should be fine. Like, I'm just going to take... If they want to put 3 units like that, that's going to be fine. Okay. You're not getting any further on train, so let's walk you over here. And I guess that's gonna be it for this episode. So I wanna thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.